The mission of Yahweh, a homeless shelter for women and children since 1961. There's hope in Houston. And here we present a virtual tour for David Weekly Homes, two visions that make sense together. First, you'll see the campus map. This is where you can count, when you count the utility buildings, the dorms, the resale shop, the House of Hope, the kitchen, daycare, which is the House of Joy, and the House of Wisdom. It's a 12-building campus. A nice street view of the property at 10247 Algiers Road. This is the left side of the street. First, we'll talk about the main building, the Warner Roberts building, and we call it that because we dedicated it to her, because in 1972 she brought in the donors to pay for this building. Thank you, Warner Roberts. The front entrance of the Warner Roberts building and the senior living area. Rooms are set up like dormitories, 2 residents in each room. We like to keep the senior women on the ground floor, for safety reasons. In the main building as well, we have offices downstairs, senior women downstairs, and residents upstairs, single women. This is our wall of fame, if you will. The far wall has photos of some of our big supporters through gala participation in the past. On the right wall is our board. On the left wall is our partner churches. This is the senior women living area. Each of the bedrooms, they only have beds and dressers, bare minimum for a room, and they share a bathroom and they share a community area like this one. All the furniture was provided by Gallery Furniture. By the way, this used to be our old kitchen area where we cooked and served meals, and then we expanded to more than 65 women and children, and a new building was built in 2015. So we were able to convert this to our senior living area. In the senior living area, this is an example of one of the rooms. This room, however, is where our resident manager stays during the week. Our resident managers have to be here 24/7 in case of emergencies and things like that. This is called the administration building. It has 5 offices and one main area where we have our fax machine and literature storage. Accounting, volunteer management, our new pastor, Geraldine Scott, are all in here. One new employee that assists with intake and assessments has just moved in this building for lack of space in the main building. This is the mission house. This house is not fit for a dormitory. It is newly acquired and it is in bad shape in the interior. Right now we use it for storage and our residents take advantage of the patio area under this very old tree. We would like to either tear it down and build another building here or redo the inside and outside that needs repair. Right now we have furniture stored here, office supplies, and children's supplies. This is a close-up of the courtyard. Enter from either the administration building or the main building, and you walk out into this view. Directly ahead is the Sister Gay Children's Home, where our family dorms are located. To your right is our warehouse and utility buildings. This is the new kitchen and cafeteria that was built in 2015. This building is where we serve 3 meals daily to over 115 women and children, up to 125. Many events are held here because of the large size. Thank you, David Weekly, and your creative team that designed and painted these beautiful walls for us with inspiring messages. It's made such a happy place. So many people have commented on how cheerful it is and how encouraging it is to read the quotes and scriptures on the wall. This building is called the Mercy House. This is where our transitional residents reside. There are 2 floors. Each one of these rooms is much like an efficiency apartment. If a resident is on our transitional program, they may stay here while they're in school or while they're working. And they can stay here up to 2 years. They have private bathrooms and a little more space. This is the Mercy House downstairs hallway. This is the Spindletop House of Joy. This is where our children ages 0 to 4 are allowed to stay while their moms are in class or at work. I guess we should say 1 day to 4, right? It's a fully licensed daycare facility, and it's important for the children to have stability and a place to call theirs while going through so much transition in their little lives. Outside of the House of Joy is the Spindletop Playground, donated to us by Spindletop Charities. The ground is covered with astroturf to avoid ants, and so we don't have to mow. The covers are protecting the playground equipment from rain and from becoming too hot for the children to play. This playground gets a lot of use. This is the Learning Center, House of Wisdom. This is where our older school-aged children come to spend time with tutors 2 days per week. Here they also can use the computers in the children's computer lab just off the library to do homework, and we use this building a lot in the summer for vacation Bible school as well. This is upstairs. There's a complete floor with computers for the women to use to submit resumes to jobs and to learn computer programs. We use this for training from time to time as well for the staff. The Sister Gay Children's Home, and this home was built and dedicated in the year 2000 for Sister Gay and her family. She had adopted 24 children in the neighborhood and needed a dorm to house them all. This home was built as her retirement home, and when she passed away, she left it in her will to become part of the mission properties. The downstairs houses families, large rooms, shared bathrooms, conference room, and a chapel. This is the courtyard view of the Sister Gay's Children's Home, and this is also part of the Sister Gay's Children's Home downstairs and where the chapel is. This is inside the chapel. Here we have our churches providing chapel services every Sunday and 2 weeknights. We also have meetings here from time to time. Audio-visual equipment is here for videos for meetings. This is a glimpse of the downstairs hallway in the Sister Gay's Children's Home. And this is a glimpse of one of the family dorms. This is the largest dorm room in the Sister Gay Children's Home. This is a prayer room at the far end of the hall in the Sister Gay Children's Home. There's no TV in this room. That's why we call it the prayer room. It's a place to sit and pray and reflect. Across the street from the main building is our parking area. To the right is our resale shop. Straight ahead to the left, the House of Hope. So the resale shop was started to allow our community to have an affordable place to shop. It doesn't draw much traffic from the main roads. It does get many customers from the community who cannot afford retail prices. The House of Hope is a place where our residents can shop. Many times they show up without anything, and here they can get shoes, clothing, work clothes, and toys for the children. Some of the shoes in the House of Hope, in the toy room at the House of Hope, and a parking lot next to the resale shop in the House of Hope. Sister Gay loved the children, so how can you help?